Spiro Maricas with you here at TU Arena, where tonight Jimmy Patsos and I will have the matchup between the Towson University Tigers and the Blue Hens of the University of Delaware. Tigers have won the last 3 meetings against these two schools, including 2 weeks ago when the Tigers won 67-56 up in Newark. For the Tigers, they're going to have to stop Jair Davis. He's averaging 18.4 points per ball game and among the league's leaders in points scored. For the Tigers, they're looking to get back on the winning track after losing a tough one at Hofstra on Saturday by a score of 59-56. Both teams come in with a record of 14-9. Towson is 7-3 in conference play. Delaware 6-4. Both teams vying to get into the top 4 of the CAA so that they get a double bye in the tournament. Let's hear from Coach Pat Scarry and his thoughts on the Blue Hens and Jair Davis.
Can we make Davis just take tough shots? He can make tough shots. Hopefully we force him to take a lot of shots. And then it's really defending the three-point shot. The kid 1, Drumgool, and 3, Riley, are proficient three-point shooters. In games they've had a lot of success, those guys have gotten loose. Hopefully we make some shots, right? The game becomes a lot easier if we can do that. But I think, along with that, is we got to take care of the ball so that we keep Delaware out of transition and force them to play against our half-court defense.
Spiro Maricas, Jimmy Patsos with you here at TU Arena, where the Tigers getting set to take on the Blue Hens of Delaware. Now, Jimmy, these two teams met back just a few weeks ago, January 27th. The Tigers winning by 11. Christian May had 20 points in the first half, and then Dylan Williamson scoring 14 in the second half to lead the Tigers to that victory.
And let's put it out there, there was no love lost in that game, Spiro, was there?
Oh, Charles Thompson got thrown out of the game with 2 technicals, not really thrown out.
Feisty game. Well, and here we are with Towson in 4th place in Delaware and Martin Inglesby. Martin, really good player at Notre Dame for Mike Bray, comes to Delaware, gets him to the NCAA 2 years ago. They've had 22-win seasons twice in the last 5 years. Delaware, I saw them manhandle Rhode Island up in Long Island. That was when Bryant beat Towson. But I would say it's been a little bit of a tale of the turn. Where Towson's playing its best basketball in this arena. They're going for the 19th home win. But Delaware's 5th. And 1 through 4 in the CAA gets a double bye, and that is huge. And right now, Towson's in 4th in the standings. Delaware's in 5th. It's a big game. Got Mark Viviani. Got 4 channels here today to see, because this is the 2nd longest streak in the country at home winning besides UVA. But Pat Scarry, they intend, as usual, to own the paint, impose their will. They're going to rebound. They're going to be tough, and they're going to be physical. This team over here, Delaware, Calvin Riley can really shoot threes, but they got Jair Davis, who I think is the top player in the league. There's lots of good players in the league. Jair Davis is unbelievable. They got balance. They got Trent coming off the bench who can handle the ball and score inside. They beat Xavier. But Towson's played Houston, Wake Forest, and North Texas. In other words, they're very similar teams. They don't take the easy road. They play good games. Well, we'll see what happens here in February, because right now, Delaware's 2-0 in February, and they're looking for this game to catch up in the standings. Scary and the Tigers, tough loss up in Hofstra by 3, but they played really well in this building. It's a very big game in the CAA standings.
Very important. In the first meeting between these two schools, the Tigers out-rebounded Delaware 44-31. They're going to need that type of a performance again tonight.
Yeah, and they got to finish in the paint, as you were at Hofstra. You know, there's too many missed layups at Hofstra. That's what cost them the game. But lots of basketball to be played. College in Charleston last year was unbelievable.
Good crowd filing in here tonight to TU Arena.
There's a good crowd, but Charleston's coming here in a few weeks. You don't want to get too ahead. UNC Wilmington's playing. Drexel, a little bit of a surprise in first. Then there's these two teams. This is going to be a CAA battle, but Towson has to do the dirty work in the paint, and I don't expect anything different because that's what they do in this building.
Tigers led by Christian May, averaging 12.1 points a game. As Jimmy mentioned, Jair Davis, one of the best players in this conference, averaging 18.4 points a game and 7.2 rebounds per ball game, as the Army has come to take Mr. Patsos away.
They probably should. They would. Look, I was a little nervous when I saw him coming. I've seen that before. This is impressive. You had the color guard. It's a nice night here, but it's a Thursday night. This place is going to be crowded. Look, before we all go out and have fun in Towson, Thursday's a big student night. This unbelievable game here to have on your campus. And Towson's been really, really fortunate to play this well at home. But it's not really an accident. It's what they do. Pat Scary's on a stool tonight. If anybody wonders why, he's a little under the weather, but he's going to tough it out. But this building, Pat Scary has created an atmosphere where it's really hard to win here, and tonight's going to be maximized.
You mentioned Coach Scary feeling under the weather. First time ever, he's got a stool over on the sideline that he's sitting on.
Yep, but he's here. You know, and his team needs to rally for him, because he's one tough guy. If he's on a stool, he's really sick.
Delaware not a slouch on the road. They are 6-4, 2-3 in conference play. Tark.
When I had them against Rhode Island, an Atlantic 10 team that just beat George Washington, they manhandled Rhode Island in UBS Arena. I was very impressed with Delaware.
And there's Messiah Jones, steals a rebound on the offensive glass as the Tigers work it down low. Charles Thompson, the grad student from Fort Washington, backing in. Little hook shot is good.
That's what he does. You let him get that easy of a look from 5 to 7 feet. He extends, he waits till the top of his jump, and he releases, and he's really played well this year. In my opinion, I really like what Charles Thompson's done. Leadership-wise is one thing, but he's produced, especially in this building.
And we've got a whistle, and Niles Lane, the Florida transfer, stepped on the sideline, so a turnover for Delaware. So the Tigers will bring it up the floor. On the court for Towson, freshman Tyler Tejada from Teaneck, New Jersey. Christian May, sophomore from Edinburgh, Virginia. Messiah Jones, the Wofford transfer. Nenda Tark, the Coppin transfer. Feeds it out to May on the right side, and then Thompson, who has the only points.
Almost like Tark was, it's almost like Kevin Riley was daring Tark to shoot that. You know, Tark's not your prototypical point guard. That's just because they want to keep Dylan
Charles going to drive, lays it up, missed it, and the rebound grabbed by Christian Ray. Transfer from LaSalle. Up top to Riley. Work it.
See, Dylan Williamson's the point guard on Towson, but he's been playing so well coming off the bench. Rookie of the week. Scary wants to keep that going, so he lets Nanda Tark play the point. Nanda Tark's kind of a positionless player.
Well, there's Jair Davis hitting his 16th three of the season. He can do it inside, he can do it outside. And Delaware takes a 3-2 lead a minute and a half in. Now Tark will launch a three-point shot. That's no good. Rebound grabbed by Thompson. And Charles, trying to work on Ray, gets picked up by Davis, double-teamed, and then throws it off of Ray out of bounds. Will stay with the Tigers, 13 on the shot clock.
See, they're doubling the post, and that's big on big double, so it's not easy to post. Somebody's got to get to that high post and be a receiver. Of course, somebody's got to come down to the corner. Thompson tried to dribble out of that. As soon as you see it coming, you got to get rid of it. Nice play right there.
May to the top, comes in, 17-foot jumper, in and out, no good. And the rebound, Davis. Quickly down the other way, they work at the Riley. Riley gives it off to Drumgoole for a three, and he hits.
That's 2 threes right in a row, and that happened last game against Northeastern. You and I saw that, and Coach Skerry called an early timeout. Now they got control and took over the game, but Skerry wasn't pleased against Northeastern to give up 2 early threes.
Tark gonna drive. Tark lays it up and in. His first bucket of the night. 6-4 Blue Hens. 2.5 in.
And this guy, Calvin Riley, he led all freshmen last year percentage-wise in the country shooting threes. He's kind of a non-traditional point because he's really heady player. He also played for Joey Lynn O'Connell with May. That's another 3, by the way. That's 3 threes.
From Lane. 9-4. So 3 different players with 3-point baskets to start this game for Delaware. Yeah, Riley and Christian May, teammates in high school. Tark gonna spin, drives, banks it up. No good, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And this is one of those interesting chess matches where just as Delaware, they didn't have it go their way. That was a feisty, fiery game. I had friends that were up at Delaware. You were there. There was a lot of emotion. Well, Delaware remembers that too, and they're coming down. And no, we kind of got, didn't go our way at home. Well, this is their chance to even the series out. I coached a long time, 30 years. That's when the ACC, when you played everybody twice, and the MAC for 14 years, you played everybody twice. Oh, they got us at home? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of get you there. And Inglesby can really coach. Really good guy, but a really good coach. Kind of a Philadelphia mainstay. But
Tark misses the first free throw.
Him and his staff that's 2 years ago. They made the run down in D.C. and went to the NCAA tournament. So they're not going to just, things aren't going our way type guys. They're a feisty bunch over there, the Blue Hens.
Tigers take out Thompson, Tark, and Jones in Chase Parr as Tark misses them both, but gets his own rebound off the miss. Dylan Williamson in the game for the first time, along with Tamiwa Suleiman.
Dylan played great last time we were in this building.
Williamson going to drive. He'll bank it up. Missed it. Rebound knocked around, and Davis comes up with it. Feed down the right side. Cross-court pass to Riley. Drives the baseline. Throws it out front to Drumgoole. Drumgoole to the baseline. Work it out to Davis. Davis into the paint. Feeds it in a corner, wide open for 3 is Calvin Riley, and Delaware has 4 3-point baskets from 4 different players, and Coach Skerry calls timeout. We'll take a break, 16:25 to go here in the first half. Delaware 12, Towson 4.
Here we go, 3rd down and 8, and the defense is gonna be coming. Here comes the blitz.
And the defense breaks through the line.
Oh, he wants that quarterback.
Yes, he does.
No. He literally wants that quarter back. He wants to scratch some Ravens scratch-offs.
Fumble. Oh, my. What a game.
Feel the electricity of Ravens scratch-offs. You could win up to $100,000 instantly or enter to win great Ravens second chance prizes.
At MedStar Health, we believe that your day doesn't stop at 5, so care shouldn't either. That's why we have more urgent care locations than anyone in the region, all with extended hours. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
As a woman-owned and family-operated full-service plumbing company, Donovan Waterworks believes that honesty, trust, and respect are the keys to success. Donovan Waterworks provides plumbing services with the utmost attention to detail through safe, honest, ethical, compassionate, and professional work. We want every homeowner to feel empowered in making their own plumbing decisions. Call or visit DonovanWaterworks.com. Donovan Waterworks, your plumbing worries stop here.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $10 a month? Get access to tons of equipment and find your big fitness energy. Join Planet Fitness today through the free PF app online or in club for $10 a month.
Tigers have 3 rebounds, all on the offensive glass, because Delaware hasn't missed a shot. They're 4 of 4, all from three-point range from 4 different players.
Delaware looks like the Warriors, and I don't just say that. They look like the Warriors because they're wearing their colors. They look like the Warriors when they had Durant, Curry, and, of course, Klay Thompson shooting. They look like they were like, everybody here can shoot. They got a kind of different lineup where they can, have a big man who's not that traditional big, play like Draymond Green, and I'm like,
Tark, who puts up a floater and hits.
Go inside, but that's an impressive little look the Blue Hens came out with to get 4 threes like that, sharing the ball. Now, I like that. Scary calls timeout. He goes right to his sweet spot. You're not going to get it all back at once. We're going to go in the paint. Coach Scary knows what he's doing. Take your time and get it in the paint.
Davis working on Chase Parr. Takes it into the paint. He puts it up, rolls around, won't go, and Chase with the rebound.
Davis is my Draymond Green type. He can do a little of everything. He's a really good player. He's one of the best players in the league.
And Chase gave the Tigers great minutes against Delaware on the 27th because Charles Thompson was ejected with 12 minutes to go in the game. Now Suleiman inside. He goes up. No foul as he gets hammered. Ball loose. And Riley the other way.
What he's got to do, he's got to finish that and then worry about the call afterwards. He thought he got hit and didn't concentrate to finish, and I'm a big Suleiman fan. Chase Parr's been great. He's been really good in this building all year, but to go on the road against Delaware and step up was huge.
Davis with a jump shot, it's an air ball into the corner. A 3 is good from Riley again. They are 5 of 5 from three-point range.
What Riley does is he doesn't bring the ball down. He just catches it and gets it off quick. Corey Kispert last time on the Wizards was doing that. He's made his release faster, so it's harder to guard him.
Tried to get it to Parr down low. Couldn't handle it, but it goes off of Delaware, so the Tigers will keep it with 18 on the shot clock. Towson with 18 straight home wins, second longest streak in the country, only to Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia, we thought they might lose to Miami. That was not to be the case. They whooped them by 30. Jim Larinaga not happy, so they have the longest streak. This is the second one. If you're Towson, what you got to be careful of is not falling to trying to get back at Delaware by shooting too many threes. See, I like that by May. Just go in and finish.
And a foul called underneath on the rebound by Charles Thompson.
Yeah, you just got to play your game if you're Towson, and that's to go in the paint, and that's to be tough. And they're doing fine defensively down there on the twos, which is normally their strength. Giving up 5 threes, 5 for 5. I've never seen that in 2 years here covering Coach Scary's teams.
Niles Lane with the foul, the first foul by either side so far. 5.5 minutes in. Give it to Williamson up top. Dillon with the jump shot, and he hits.
He's really played well in 2024. At the turn of this year, his game's just taken the next step.
Dillon comes in as the Tigers' third leading scorer, 10.4 points a game. Ray up top, feed on the left wing as they get it to Trent, and then Trent has it stolen away by the freshman Lowry.
Yeah, Lowry knocked that ball against the backboard. Good defense. You know how much we love Lowry. You talk about Swiss Army knife. That guy does everything. He's a freshman.
Jones gives it to May. Goes in for the slam dunk, and he's fouled.
That was NBA style right there. On your head, and one. Now he's going to make the free throw. I think Calvin Riley's saying, man, he didn't do that when he was at O'Connell.
So Christian to the foul line. He's gotten better as the season's gone on. He's up to 61.5%.
Yeah, I thought he had a great freshman year, but it was Cam Holden and Timberlake in the backcourt. It's a little different. You got to kind of find your way. Williamson was redshirting. I think Christian May learned a lot coming off the bench last year, but he's really excelled in the 24 season as well.
Problem is the Tigers so far have missed all 3 of their free throws.
Yeah, you just got to find a way to get another stop, and we'll worry about everything else. You just got to don't give up any more threes, just on principle. And the big man who's just stepped in, Tyler Hauser, who's transferred from VMI, this big guy.
There's a jump shot hit by Tyler Hauser.
He can do that, but he's really a three-point shooter. He's like Georges Niang, who played last night for the Cavaliers from Iowa State. He reminds me of him. He's kind of a bigger guy, unorthodox kind of athlete, but yet he'll make threes on you.
Thompson gives it up top to Williamson. Back to May. Bounces it to Charles. Thompson with 8 on the shot clock, moves in with a little Euro step and he scores. Thompson with 4 points and the Tigers down by 5. Over midcourt to Trent. Give it up top to Lane. Lane gets it to Davis on the wing. Swing it around right side back to Trent. To Riley up top. Riley dribbles around the perimeter looking for another 3. This one's short. And the rebound comes out to Davis. Gives it out to Hauser. And then Hauser almost throws it over the head of Trent, able to grab it.
Good job by Towson matching up after that loose ball scenario.
And now Lowry knocks the pass out of bounds with 7 on the shot clock. Trent, Suleiman, and Tejada back in. Lowry, Williamson sit down. Along with Jones. So Drumgoole, the Albany transfer, will put it into play. He played against Towson last year when Albany was here. There's a drive by Trent, puts it up, no, and he is fouled.
I don't want to foul him there. Trent, really good player, 27 against Xavier. Baltimore guy that went out to North Dakota. When I had him against Rhode Island, Trent amazed me as he can score inside. And I don't mean like he can post up or he'll get offensive rebounds. He's had a double-double a couple different times. He can pass the ball. He does a little of everything, but he is a crafty scorer inside, almost like he played center in high school.
Missed the first free throw, so we've had 4 free throws so far tonight. Nobody's made one.
Nice, all even. Yeah, well, they made all their threes. They'd probably rather make their 3 than their free throw at this point. Rowdy Fretton, good student section behind the basket.
And another missed free throw.
See, Sperry, you're keeping them honest.
17-12 Tigers with 12:10 to go here in the first half. Tark has it on the left wing to Thompson. Charles fakes the jump shot, takes it in the paint, has it stripped away.
They're double.
Almost gets it back. Ball loose, out of bounds off of Charles. He's got a timeout. 11:56 remaining in this first half. It is Delaware 17, Towson 12.
For the Charmer and Towson. Media timeout.
.56 to go here in this first half. Blue Hens still on fire, 6 of 9 from the field. The Tigers 6 of 13. What do you do to stop this three-point shooting? They're 5 of 6.
You got to close out. You know, you got to get close. One was a loose ball scramble that Riley just had a quick release on, but they happened against Northeastern, and they woke up, and then Northeastern couldn't make a three in the second half, and Towson just pulled away and had a big, 20-point swing. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter in the first 4 minutes as long as you adjust to it. By the way, Kelly gets a shout-out. She made a layup, a free throw, and a three-pointer.
At the buzzer.
At the buzzer to win a scratch-off in Maryland Lottery for $200. Go, Kelly.
Drumgoole going to drive. He lays it up. He gets it, and he's fouled.
That's what can happen when you worry too much about the three, because usually there's a pack line, gap defense where Towson very rarely gives up a wide-open layup from the three-point line. But it's, making those early threes makes you a little skittish on defense.
First foul on Charles Thompson. Suleiman and Williamson in, Coleman and Tark out. Drumgoole, a 63% free throw shooter.
He is, but Drumgoole, he's just a good player, does a little of everything. Left Albany, came down here, but he started at Pittsburgh. He's an ACC player. And there's your wrist free throw. This is wild, Spiros. I think you've gone on to something.
Both teams are 0 for 3 from the foul line. Williamson over midcourt. Delaware with a 7-point lead. The largest has been 9. Tejada has it. He'll fire up the three-point shot.
Nice. Delaware tried to go under the screen. Delaware's almost there in Tark and Tejada. It looked like, they were going under the screen. And Tejada made a three here to beat UNC Wilmington, but they went under that screen, and he just made him answer. Good for Tejada.
Drumgoole, he'll fire up a three-point shot. In and out, no good. And the rebound, Charles Thompson, is third of the night.
So they're going to run their offense again. You just want to get a score, whether it's 2 or 3. Keep this down to a one-possession game if you're Towson. Delaware, they're going to continue to double Thompson. I want to see if Towson has an answer for that.
May going to take it to the hoop again and called for a travel.
Jeff Clark has it. That was the right call. Jeff Clark, outstanding official. He's big-time NCAA guy with Tony and Cooper. Good crew here tonight.
Christian Ray back in for the Blue Hens as Hauser sits down. And the Tigers, May out and Lowry in. Tigers will substitute freely.
Tigers, sometimes it's like a hockey team. Scary plays 8 or 9 guys and all different kinds of combinations. What I like is he gets everybody a touch early. So you're a little, your jitters are out, but you could play a lot of different combinations. Nice play by Delaware there.
Reverse layup, missed there by Lane, and it goes out of bounds to the Tigers. Thompson out, Parr in. So the Tigers down by 4, just about midway through this first half. Towson first of 2 straight at home. They're back here Monday night at 9 o'clock against Elon.
Yeah, CBS, you will not be with me, but we'll be there in spirit. I might just come to hang out with you.
I'm on the radio.
Why? Oh, because you're not doing TV. You don't fill in with CBS. I thought maybe you did the play-by-play. They just kicked me out.
How could I do a game here without you?
God, the Greek connection here. I love you.
Into the game for the Blue Hens.
Then the Tigers hit the road next week, Thursday at William and Mary, and Saturday at Hampton.
It's a good little road trip. William and Mary, if they make threes, they're dangerous. Hampton's not having a good year. That's just how the stats play out. What I want to see here is interesting. Execute your out-of-bounds play. If they give you a 2, see, you just got to take that.
Suleiman hits
and he does. Give you what the defense takes. They cut to the middle, good execution. They took away the bounce pass to the inside the paint. So you just, Suleiman finds the open 10-footer, a lost art, the mid-range, and makes it.
Davis drives. He hits the basket and is fouled.
He's too good a player for power. You have to foul him harder, but he just beat him off the bounce. You got to back up, and you almost got to. Davis, excellent player. He's just a really excellent player. You cannot let him get momentum going like that to the basket.
First on par, and I got a feeling we're about to see our first made free throw. Davis, 87% on the year. There you go.
Spiro calls it.
22-17, Delaware by 5 with 10:09 to go here in the first half.
Good game, good pace. Delaware usually likes to keep people under 70. They're 11-1 when their opponents score under 70. The only team to beat them was the Towson Tigers up there in Delaware.
Tejada Gets it to Suleiman on the right side. Back out to Tyler. Fakes the three to the baseline. Back out to Williamson. 5 on the shot clock, and Dillon just a little short on the three.
And good look. See, Riley's playing the point here. Going to find somebody in transition.
Lane going to drive down the lane and scores.
Oh, finish back with his left hand. Nice finish.
Lowry almost had the steal, but Lane able to keep control and get it through. Now Williamson puts it up, banks it, no good. I don't think that's a shot Pat Scarry would like.
No, he doesn't. Watch Riley. He's going to find him in the corner. Oh,
and
nice hustle by Williamson.
Steal. Off the pass. Towson down 7. They have not led yet tonight. Tejada. Up top to Suleiman. Give it off to Williamson. Now to Chase. Carr bounces it up top to Lowry. He'll drive. He'll bank it up. No. Gets his own rebound. Pumps. Lost it. Puts it back up. No. Puts it back up and in.
That's good defense by Delaware. They did everything right except Lowry's relentlessness pursuit of the ball inside was better. Towson's assistants are up. You know, Scary's not as... I can usually hear Scary yelling. His assistants are up imploring, let's get a stop and a score, because you want to keep that thing closer to 2 or 3 points. I don't like the reach.
Drumgoole underneath, and Ray lays it in.
Mistake by Lowry. You read, you break, you reach, you break down. Now it's 5-on-4. They're going to make the right play.
Ray with his first basket of the night. And back to a 7-point Delaware lead. Williamson up top to Tejada. Drives on Riley, puts it up and it hits.
It's a tough shot.
Tyler
driving
Tejada
left
with 5.
Drives left back to his right hand floater.
Tyler's been in a bit of a scoring slump over the last couple of weeks. Drumgoole tries to get it down low, and it's kicked, and we've got a timeout. 7:49 remaining in the half. It's Delaware 26, Towson 21.
We're in a new era of college athletics.
Towson fans, we're in a new era of college athletics in which student athletes are able to monetize their own personal brands, making money off their name, image, and likeness, or NIL. NIL has become a difference maker for programs trying to compete at all levels of Division I, and the CAA is no exception.
Not only have I received value in the deals I've made, but it's been a great impact in the local community here in Towson.
I feel the same. I've been able to work with the youth, but also able to work with some major brands by leveraging my name as a Division I student athlete.
As a former Towson athlete, I've invested in supporting student athletes by contributing to the NIL initiative that support Towson University, which allows individual contributors and companies to make an investment to keep Towson University competitive in this new era.
If you would like to support Towson Tigers through NIL initiatives, please email nil@towson.edu or call 410-704-4668.
We'd welcome the opportunity to help you meet your goals while supporting our spectacular Towson student athletes.
As a woman-owned and family-operated full-service plumbing company, Donovan Waterworks believes that honesty, trust, and respect are the keys to success. Donovan Waterworks provides plumbing services with the utmost attention to detail through safe, honest, ethical, compassionate, and professional work. We want every homeowner to feel empowered in making their own plumbing decisions. Call or visit DonovanWaterworks.com. Donovan Waterworks, your plumbing worries stop here.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
Powerball jackpot, $248 million. That's right, $248 million. Play today at any Maryland lottery retailer. Must be 18 years or older to play. Please play responsibly.
Nice stretch there. Towson keeping it even. Once again, they're taking away the threes. Those 5 threes early were Obviously, a little bit of a shock to the system. Towson very rarely gives that up. But a couple of them are wide open. You know, a couple of them were tough shots. And hard heads there on Riley, so it doesn't pull.
And we have a collision as a 3 hit there by Hauser.
I told you that's what Hauser does. He looks like George's Niang. You're not sure what he really does. He was in VMI. He can shoot threes. That's what he does.
29-21 Blue Hens. Hauser with his 26th 3 of the year. Tark bounces it to Lowry. Now up top to Charles. Thompson out. Tark with an NBA 3, no good. Rebound, Jones, and a foul called on Delaware. That'll be their 15th foul.
Great effort by Jones. Just jumps over it right to the Wofford transfer. Always does the dirty work. Love this game. Strong player.
That's the second on Ray. So he leaves and Davis back in for the Blue Hens. They lead the all-time series 48-43. The Tigers have won the last 3. Inbounds pass knocked out of bounds
You have
by
made
Davis.
many trips up to Delaware, and you're going to miss that in the one more year in the CAA, and they go to Conference USA the following year, correct?
Yeah, and unfortunately next year the 2 football teams do not play, so Towson will never play Delaware again in football. They've had some great games through the years, although Delaware...
Rich Gannon, Joe Flacco, right? Rich Gannon, remember
By the way,
him?
Joe Flacco is 0-1 lifetime at Towson.
There you go, Spiro.
Or excuse me, at Delaware. He's 1-1 lifetime against Towson. Lost at home and then came back the next year and won here.
That's an interesting move. It's a football move. I don't agree with the move. I like Delaware in this conference much better, but nobody asked me. They're going to have some very interesting travel in Conference USA. Their closest opponent is, I believe, going to be Georgia State in Atlanta. Yes, what I just said is true.
Feed up top, drum goal. 10 on the shot clock.
Tough move.
And he lays it home. He's got 7, and that's the biggest lead of the game for Delaware,
Yeah,
31-21.
come to play today. My man from Rochester, New York. A lot of players up there. Jalen Pickett from the Nuggets and Penn State. And
Tark misses. Thompson gets the rebound. He has it swatted twice by Davis. And now the Blue Hens with the ball. Again, the Tigers cannot finish down low, and Thompson just picks up his second foul.
those are the ones you don't want to pick up there. 90, you know, he was frustrated because he missed a shot 90 feet away. He runs back, and you put 2 hands on him. The referee's just going to call that. You know, it's a little bit of a frustration foul.
Number 32, Charles Thompson, his second and team's
Fourth team foul on the Tigers. Thompson leaves, Lowry leaves, Jones leaves, Williamson, Parr, and Suleiman back in. Towson down by 10 with 6:16 to go here in this first half. Get it into Davis. Davis into the paint. Puts it up from 5, no good, and the rebound comes out to Williamson.
Parr got a piece of that.
Tark comes down, right side of the lane, into the paint, puts it up, no good, and the rebound, Davis.
It's a good look, just got to make it.
Towson 10 of 25 from the field, Delaware 12 of 18.
That's the difference in the game. That's shooting pretty high percentage there. Last time I checked, that's 66%.
Drum goal, feeds it out. Drive by Lane, lays it up, missed it, but a foul.
It was a late whistle, but I'm going to give the referee credit. I think he waited to see. If it went in, he wasn't going to call it. He missed and he called it. It's kind of an NBA trick. If it goes in, I'll let it go. If it misses, then I'll call the foul.
Oh, wait a minute. Either it's a foul or it's not a foul.
It's just, I didn't say they were perfect. But I get along with the refs a lot better now that I don't coach. I just thought he waited. If it went in, he was going to be a no call.
Lane misses the free throw.
And I agree with you. It should just be a foul and no call. But that was a whistle. He waited till the ball didn't go in. That's okay. Missed the free throw for Towson.
Delaware 1 of 5 from the foul line. 2 of 6. And their biggest lead of 11.
Man,
5:37 to
we
go.
got 5 minutes to cut into that. We don't want that lead getting any bigger if we're Towson. If you're Delaware, they're doing a good job holding Towson to one shot, and as you said, making him miss layups in the paint.
Suleiman thought about the three, didn't take it. Gets it down to Chase on the baseline. Chase working on Hauser. Turns, spins, banks it, no. Rebound Suleiman. He pumps, he puts it up, and he has it blocked by Davis.
There's four guys around him. There's just somebody's got to get open for him, but someone's got to be yelling at him to pass it out.
Hauser tried to get it to Lane, and it goes out of bounds off of Dylan Williamson. Will remain Delaware ball with 23 on the shot clock.
There was literally four players around Suleiman, but somebody has to be flying down to the corner yelling at him so he can, he knows, yeah, you triple team, pass it out.
Work it out to Riley. Riley to Davis. And Davis gets it over to Lane.
Okay, that's good. Yep, don't fall for that.
Jump shot by Davis is good. He's got 8 points, and Delaware by 13.
What Davis did there was he almost baited for the three. Parr was a little back. Takes his one dribble pull-up for the mid-range. That's when Parr's got to contest hard. Got to get a score here. They're trying to run May off triples and doubles. They just got to get the ball in May's hands, in my opinion.
Since the last time out, Delaware on an 8-0 run. Parr up top to Williamson, 8 on the shot clock. Dillon spins, turns, shoots, no. The Tigers have gotten ice cold here. 10 of 28 from the field.
He missed a couple layups. He missed a couple little short ones like that. But I want to get the ball in May's hands if I'm Towson. This one, Christian Mays was player of the week in this league for a reason, 2 weeks ago. And he's really had a lot of good games.
Davis wide open for three, missed it. And Tejada with the rebound. The other way comes Tyler.
And Christian May is working hard off the ball to try to get open. He's not just standing there, but you got to find him.
Up top to Suleiman. Slides the right side of the lane. Out to Williamson, fakes the three. He bounces it back to Suleiman. He missed it, gets his own layup. They're going to say no basket.
No basket.
It'll be Tiger ball, though, when we come back. Delaware by 13, 34-21. Back to TU Arena.
That's his first. 2-6 media.
Tap, one. Tigers have taken 9 more field goal attempts than Delaware.
And that's not always a good thing. And that's not always a good thing. Sometimes those are quick shots. But as you said, Spiro, and I was not at the Hofstra game, you were, there's these 5-footers and layups that just seem to be having trouble going in.
No question. Blue Hens 65% from the field, 6 of 9 from three-point range. With their biggest lead of the game of 13. Tark gets it into Tejada. Freshman up top to Suleiman. Work it back to Thompson. Left wing to Lowry. Lowry feeds Suleiman for 3. Good.
See, I like that. Lowry gets into the paint, kicks it. Suleiman on balance, on time, passes on time, goes up on bounce, follows through. 3 off the catch, not off the bounce, off the catch.
So the Tigers down 10 with 3:16 to go here in this first half. Blue Hens getting good balance scoring. Davis has 8. Drumgoole with 7. Lane with 6. Hauser with 5.
It's really the threes. 6 for 9 is a really good percentage from the threes. He's got to call that foul.
And now a foul called on Lowry, as it looked like
I thought he slipped, but
just slipping was Trent.
Here's the thing. They've got 7 guys on the scoreboard too. Towson, they just don't have anybody with enough, you know. The difference is Davis is going to get his ace. Drumgooley's kind of been the difference to me. He came out ready to play today for Delaware, but
both teams with 16 fouls.
Big 3 minutes here.
Work it out top to Trent.
If you're Delaware, you want to see if you can keep it in double figures or above. If you're Towson, you'd like to get this thing down to 4 or 5 points going to the locker room.
Davis puts it up and partially blocked by Thompson. The other way come the Tigers.
It's a nice block. Got to run your offense. You just got a good look by getting the ball into the paint and then kicking it out for a 3 off the catch.
Thompson up top, gets it over to Tark, who drives, laid it up and in. Then to Tark with 6.
Up back in the paint, ran the offense well. Good pass by Thompson to him. Tark finishes.
So into single digits with 2:18 to go here in the half.
Good defense, good rotation by Williamson. Hard hedge to a rotation on Davis. Another hard hedge.
Feed over to Drumgoole on the left side.
Now you're going to have to get a little help in there on Davis.
Davis
there.
stripped as he goes up, and they're going to say off of Davis and Tiger basketball.
Nice again. Once again, hard hedge. Davis rolls, and then the Tark gets in there. Davis makes a mistake by putting the ball on the ground. Tark swipes at it.
Riley back in as Trent sits down for the Blue Hens.
Yeah, Riley's he's an interesting guy to me, Riley. He's gotten better. He's better than I thought. He's kind of like an NBA prototype combination guard.
Over midcourt, Dylan Williamson feeds up top to Tark, back over to Williamson. Dylan into the corner to Suleiman. 10 on the shot clock. Now back to the freshman, Williamson. Flips it. Suleiman for a second 3, no good.
It's all right.
And the rebound, Davis.
You just made one good look. Got to shoot that. Got to stop the ball in transition if you're Towson.
Drumgoole gives it the other way to Davis, who takes it down to the baseline. Up top, Hauser open for 3, no good. And the rebound, Tark. And Thompson and Davis get tangled up. Now the other way, Tejada for 3, no.
Now it was May for 3, and I wish May drove.
And
I know he's
say off of the Tigers, and it'll be Delaware ball.
Hopefully they'll correct this.
And they give it to the Tigers.
Yeah, as long as they correct it, no big deal. Very rarely Riley making that mistake. That was off his leg, yeah. No foul. They're going to be tougher with the ball, Kevin.
So Towson with a chance to cut into this 8-point deficit. A minute 10 remaining in the half. Delaware has not used their use it or lose it timeout yet. Pat Scarry has.
I know May wanted to get that up because he hasn't had enough looks, in my opinion, but at that point, just drive it from the corner. Keep going into the paint where your strength is.
Williamson out top to Tark. 7 on the shot clock. And now Tark with a 28-footer. No good, and the other way come the Blue Hens.
I don't think that's going to help Pat Scary's illness.
Pat Scary looked at Tark like, what are you doing? And Tark said the shot clock was running out.
Maybe he thought the 7 was a 1.
Maybe.
In Greek it would be.
I think Charles Thompson got away with one down here, though, Jimmy.
It's
it
all
looked
right.
like maybe he kicked Davis.
I didn't see the kick, but boys will be boys. Thompson and Delaware don't like each other. Let's not try to sugarcoat this thing, okay?
And Martin Inglesby was asking the officials to take a look to see if there was a flagrant, and the officials denied him.
Yeah, play on, Martin. Just keep playing. There's 45 seconds left. You have the ball. You knew this was going to be a chippy game because it was this rivalry is pretty chippy, but Delaware went to the NCAA 2 years ago by winning that tournament. They had 22 wins. Well, Towson's beat them 3 times in a row. And I'm sure Martin Inglesby put that on the board and said, hey, these guys have got us 3 times in a row. It's time for this to end. So they came out making threes, firing. And
Martin Inglesby is 4-13 against the Tigers.
Well, I guess when he leaves, he won't be scheduling them in any home and homes there, Spiro.
Actually, it would be great if the two teams continued to play.
They should.
It's so close.
And it's such a historical rivalry.
And Drumgoole has it knocked away. He chases it down.
Yeah, Lowry's got those long arms. It's good. I love Lowry. His potential. And he's only just scratching the surface.
Now up top to Lane. Lane with 7 on the shot clock in the corner. Hauser blocked by Suleiman.
See, Hauser lets it go a little so Suleiman knows he can recover. But I told you, do not be fooled by him shooting threes. He actually surprised me when he shot his first jump hook. Not the threes he's taken.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk with Tiger football coach Pete Shinnick. Yesterday was signing day. And the inbounds pass goes up to
Stop the drive.
And Drumgoole launches it at the buzzer. No good. Made the rebound. 19 seconds to go in the half.
Excellent rebound by May. Jumps in the air and gets it. And box outs for some people. I like when guys jump.
Over midcourt, Williamson. And an offensive foul on Chase Parr with 6.7 seconds left.
This is where young men should watch the NBA more. You cannot move on your screen.
That's his second, too. Parr and Thompson both with 2.
Yeah, and it's a silly foul because you had the ball. Now you give them a chance to score. And I love Chase, but that was a bad foul. The NBA is the best at it. You must stay stationary. They wait for the screen. They come off the screen. They don't roll early. You can't move on the screens anymore. It's funneled down to college. You can't move on the screens, but that really hurts because Delaware's got a chance here to score.
Trent gonna drive, lays it up. No, but the follow, a slam dunk by Drumgoole, and the half comes to an end.
Like I said about the momentum, we would have preferred to have a shot down the other end. Instead of you just got it dunked on us if you're Towson. If you're Delaware, they started the half on fire, and they ended that on fire. Outstanding half by Delaware Blue Hens.
So the Blue Hens lead at the half. It is Delaware 36, Towson 26. We'll come back to TU Arena. Well, let's go to Luke and Coach Scary. Luke?
Coach, you're down 10 and a half. Thoughts on the first half? Yeah, we were just horrible defensively. Too much fouling, didn't recognize personnel. We got to be a whole lot better in the second half. Thank you, Coach.
Spiro? Thank you, Luke. So the Tigers down by 10 here at the half. We'll come back with the head coach of the Tigers football team, Pete Shinnick.
Their performances have taken them throughout
We are at halftime where Delaware is leading Towson 36-26. Our pleasure now to bring in the head football coach at Towson University, Pete Shinnick, getting ready to start his second season. And Coach, yesterday was National Signing Day. And what is your game plan going into that February signing day?
Yeah, we had a few spots that we wanted to fill, obviously, so I thought we did a great job in the first signing period, getting a really good class, along with 10 guys that were coming here and are here right now. In the second one, we wanted to fill our depth and fill our needs with some of the guys that went into the portal and then some of the spots that we had open. And so we had a couple young guys go into the portal, so we ended up signing a few more freshmen than I'd planned, but very, very pleased with this freshman class. Really excited about the athleticism that we were able to add to our roster.
Just looking at it, you know, we haven't seen any of these young men play, but Ike Daniels, a running back from Syracuse, who averaged 5.7 yards a carry for the Orange last year.
Yeah.
He looks like somebody that should really get Tiger fans excited.
Yeah, very excited about Ike. We were able to pick him up at semester, be able to get him in here. He's doing a great job already, 2 weeks into workouts. We thought his high school film, you know, obviously we weren't going to have an opportunity to get him a year ago. Very explosive, very dynamic. He will complement, you know, our current backfield. I think we got a really good backfield with Devin and Chris Watkins, as well as Terrell, that we got a chance to see a little bit last year. So really excited about adding him.
What do you do between now and the start of spring ball?
Yeah, Jake View, our strength coach, is doing a phenomenal job of just working our guys really every day. We're going 5 days a week doing something, whether it's conditioning, speed training, or weight training. And, you know, we're so much further along than we were a year ago at this time. So we've got a few more weeks before we get to spring ball. We start March 2nd. We got to get a little stronger, a little faster, and a little better shape, but we're well on our way to doing that.
And how will this spring ball differ from last year when you were first coming in, have to implement everybody with your system? How much of a difference does that make that you have a year under your belt?
I think it's a huge difference. You know, we're not teaching things for the first time. A year ago, we were introducing plays and concepts, defenses, blitzes, all that. Guys had never heard those words, never heard that language before. Now, the majority of the guys it's review. Like I said, we've got 10 guys new that'll have to learn it new, but not 80 guys new that'll have to learn it. So it's been exciting as we've been talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it in spring, how quickly our guys are picking stuff up, remembering what they did. They're watching a lot of film right now of themselves, critiquing themselves on how they do things. I'm really looking forward to making great strides and huge improvements.
And does that translate what you can do in the spring into how much further along you can be when you hit training camp in the summer?
Most definitely. I mean, it all builds on each other. So what we can get done now in spring will build on what we can do in summer, then what we can do going into fall camp, and then what will look like opening up against Cincinnati. So it all plays out. Yeah,
it won't be long.
It's coming. There's no doubt.
Coach, we thank you very much for your time and look forward to seeing some spring ball and football right around the corner, right?
It's coming. Yeah, hey, spring game, we're going to do it on a Thursday night, April 11th. We'd love to have as many people out as possible. Going to be a fun evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Coach. Coach Pete Shinnick, Tiger head football coach. We're at halftime. Blue Hens up by 10. We'll come back with the first half stats.
At MedStar Health, we believe that sometimes getting care shouldn't require getting up. That's why we offer multiple ways to get care from wherever you are, 24 hours a day. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Jack's playing baseball now, and Sam inherited her dad's love of chemistry and his teeth. And I'm learning that having a family is expensive.
Well, at Wise, you can find plenty of ways to save on things your family loves. And less money on groceries means more money for everything else.
That's awesome.
That's Wise.
Eat better, spend less. That's Wise.
Here we go. 3rd down and 8, and the defense is going to be coming. Here comes the blitz.
And the defense breaks through the line.
Oh, he wants that quarterback.
Yes, he does.
No. He literally wants that quarter back. He wants to scratch some Ravens scratch-offs.
Fumble. Oh, my. What a game.
Feel the electricity of Ravens scratch-offs. You could win up to $100,000 instantly or enter to win great Ravens second chance prizes.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $10 a month? Get access to tons of equipment and find your big fitness energy. Join Planet Fitness today through the free PF app online or in club for $10 a month.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
As a woman-owned and family-operated full-service plumbing company, Donovan Waterworks believes that honesty, trust, and respect are the keys to success. Donovan Waterworks provides plumbing services with the utmost attention to detail through safe, honest, ethical, compassionate, and professional work. We want every homeowner to feel empowered in making their own plumbing decisions. Call or visit DonovanWaterworks.com. Donovan Waterworks, your plumbing worries stop here.
Tigers down by 10 here at halftime as we look at the first half stats. And Jimmy, the one thing the Tigers certainly have to do is shoot better, as they were only 35% in the first half to Delaware's 54%.
Yeah, it was kind of a double-edged sword. They didn't shoot well, and Delaware shot well, including the dunk at the end, because they got the ball back on a silly foul, offensive foul. Kind of a lot of little momentum. It was a big crowd. The jump ropes at halftime were great. The fans are here. The students have come out. And it's unfortunate because that's not a typical Towson Tiger defensive performance.
So the Tigers down by 10 here at the half. They were up by 4 at halftime at Delaware, a game they won by 11. They have an edge in rebounding, 20-18. They have 10 offensive boards, but they haven't been able to turn those into a lot of second chance points, only 9 in the first half.
Yeah, the stat that matters is they're 6 for 12, Delaware. They've made 6 3-pointers. That's half their points. And then the points in the paint, you would think, and you expected Delaware to shoot threes a little better than Towson. That's okay. But you're exactly right, Spiro. You thought the points in the paint would be, let's just give an example, 20-12. It'd be a 2-point game. But they're missing some layups in there. They're easy. They have a couple of second chance opportunities that haven't gone anywhere. But plenty of time left. First 4 minutes critical. Come out and set the tone your way. They were down against Northeastern at halftime. You came out, totally took control in the second half. I expect the same here now.
Points in the paint, each team with 12. Bench points, 9-5 in favor of Towson. And points off of turnovers, 6-4 in favor of the Blue Hens. Leading scorers in the game for Delaware, Davis with 8. He's got 11 rebounds in the first half.
He's one of the best players in the league, make no mistake about it.
6 each for Riley and Lane for the Tigers, and Drumgoole with 9 to lead Delaware. Excuse me, I said Davis with 8. It's Drumgoole with 9. For the Tigers, they're led by Tark. He's got 6. And then Tejada and Suleiman each with 5. Now, Delaware hit their first 5 threes. They're only one of their last 7. Tigers need him to shoot at that pace in the second half.
Yeah, they made some adjustments. Scary called timeout, and that's what he did. So he called that early timeout, and the three-pointers have now been covered. But the damage was done early.
All right, we'll come back with the second half. Tigers down 10 at the break here at TU Arena. Tigers are down 10 here at halftime at TU Arena in front of what looks to be the largest crowd of the year. And they would love to see nothing but a big Tiger comeback here in the second half. We saw it against Northeastern last week, where the Tigers were down double digits early, came back and won the game.
Yeah, it's just some adjustments you got to make, but Scary's already made the adjustments. Like I said, the damage was done. The first 4 shots were threes, and Coach Scary said something very good on walking off. It's the personnel. You know who can shoot and hand shoot. And they lost some guys, including Riley twice in a row. And then to go 5 for 5 from 3, miss some shots. But there's plenty of time left. Now, I will say this is a big game in the standings. Right now, Towson's 4th, and right on their heels in 5th is the Delaware Blue Hens. It's not too early. I mean, it might be a little early, but you can start watching that standings because 1 through 4 is so important.
9th largest crowd in TU Arena here tonight, 3,505 to watch this ball game.
Starts at the top. AD Steve Eigenbrock does a great job promoting. He's always here. They're getting creative, play a good schedule. It's a good place to come watch a
Tark
game.
loses it. And then Mike Gathigan got all 4 TV stations out here yesterday.
Yes,
to coach
Sandusky,
Pat
Viviano here. We got everybody around here now. That's when you got to produce, when you got the big. And the jump roping at halftime was great, but now you got to come out and play basketball for a half.
Davis with his 12th rebound has his shot blocked. And the Tigers with another chance to get it to single digits.
Yeah, now the Tigers just got to run their offense. Just get it 2, or if May, and there you go, May. Well, you got a piece of that. See, he didn't read the defense. It's a couple times tonight, May. I had it in a corner early. You know, I love May. He's my favorite guy. Played with O'Connell for Joey Wooten and all. I always talk about Terry Lynn, what a great parents he has. Well, you got to start reading the defense, Christian. They're on you.
Riley hits the 3, and it's a 13-point Delaware lead.
I thought Christian had the ball in the corner. He could have drove it and laid it in. Yes, his dunk was fantastic. But right there, they got over the screen, so drive it.
Riley 3 of 4 from 3-point range for his 9 points. Tark gets it out to Tejada. He'll launch a 3. That's in and out, no good. Rebound Thompson.
Great effort by Thompson. Great
to
pass
Tark,
out.
Wide open for 3. He missed it. Charles with the rebound.
I mean, Charles just being like a Terminator in there. Relentless effort.
Spins, puts up the jump shot, no. And the rebound grabbed by Riley. 3-on-1 break. Laid up and missed it. And Thompson, the rebound, comes the other way. Tigers on a 3-on-1 break. Tark to Thompson.
Yep.
Banks it home, and he's fouled.
If things turn around, Coach Inglesby and his staff over there, and I have a really good staff. You know, the guys that played at Pittsburgh and Bill Phillips played St. Joe's. They're going to look back in that and say, we were up 13 and had a fast break, missed a layup, came down, gave up an and one. I'm not saying that's going to be a telltale move with 18 minutes to go in the game, but that's one of those ones that you don't miss. I don't miss coaching because you can go up 15, retreat on defense. Now you just gave up an and one. Nice pass by Tark back to Thompson. Want to see him finish this, and they could cut it to 10, and they do. Now you just got to get another stop.
So the Tigers down by 10. That's their first made free throw. They're 1 of 4 from the foul line tonight.
And they got to start getting to the line a little more too. But you know, Jeff Clark and they were even on each end. They're letting them play. You know, what they're doing. These are big time referees. They're not going to call any ticky-tack fouls. You got to earn it in that paint.
Davis with a jump shot, and he hits.
He's just playing well. He's got a double-double right now.
So back to a 12-point lead. Over midcourt. Tark gonna drive, gonna lay it up and in.
You know, Davis, he always gets 17 points. That's what he does. He averages 18 and a half, but it's consistently. It's not like he jumps around. He is gonna get his points, but he's starting to put on a dominating performance, and you're gonna have to take away his mid-range jumper because he's feeling it tonight.
And his career high in rebounds is 17. He's got 12 already. Lane drives, puts it up, altered by May, no good. Here comes Thompson running the break again. Charles takes it right down the lane, no, and a blocking foul.
Right call, referees. It's almost impossible to get a charge now in college basketball. They've gone away from that.
Blocking foul on Delaware is Gerald.
We watch the replay.
That's his first.
And he was moving a little too, but in general, 8 out of 10 times, 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. You can pick any number you want. They're going to call a block. That's coming down from an NCAA mandate. Referees went around this fall and met every school and did clinics. It's going to be a block 9 out of 10 times.
First free throw by Charles is good.
Nice free throw.
You know, when you're down by double digits, 8, 9, 10, you need to make your free throws. You can't give up those easy points.
No, you can't leave it. There was a local team that lost the other night, and there was a 6, 7, 8 point game, and they kept leaving points at the free throw. Charles Thompson, what I like is he's battling on the boards. Let him run the break a little. He looks good out there with the ball.
Missed the second free throw, and Davis gets his 13th rebound.
Now, if you're Delaware, you just want to run your offense.
Blue Hens by 9.
Nice
and there's a steal by May. And then spins past his high school teammate down to Suleiman for the layup. And Martin Inglesby says, I need a timeout. 16:48 remaining in the ball game. Our score, Delaware 41, Towson 34. Tigers are down 7 with 16:48 remaining in this ball game. Charles Thompson has 4 points and 4 rebounds in the first 3 minutes and 12 seconds of the second half.
And he's led the break twice. I love it. Have a little fun playing basketball. Christian May read that play right, then spun out, throws it to Suleiman, 7, a little pickup, a little full court. The one area, the only area that Delaware has offense has not been with it usually is Christian Ray's 1,000-point score. I think he got it last week against Monmouth. He's the guy that only has 2 points. Everybody else has, so you got to keep an eye on him. But, you know, Delaware is going to run their stuff, and you just got to try not to let him get open threes. They got Riley. He gets it off fast, Riley. So what you got to do if you're Towson is just dig down, try and get another stop. Let your defense do it, and then get some shots. If they happen to be twos, that's fine.
Goal for 3,
that's a tough shot. There's nothing you can do. Towson flew at him hard. He made a nice shot fake and still took a 3. That's a high degree of difficulty. Nice shot by Drumgooley. He was the one that hit the first 3. I watched him in warm-ups. He's been ready to go since he got off the bus.
Thompson goes up and a foul called on Davis. That'll be his 3rd.
No, that was the right call. See, you asked me before, but I thought the referee did that again. Is it going to go in? I won't call it. He's not trying. Hey, those are the 2 premier big guys in the league, other than the big NBA prospect from Drexel. But that was a foul.
Yeah, he hacked him right across the arm. And now we're going to have a replay.
It was just a hard foul.
Media timeout.
Timeout on the floor. 16:04 remaining in the game. It's Delaware by 10, 44-34.
Your last minute purchases and continues here on your Tigers.
As a woman-owned and family-operated full-service plumbing company, Donovan Waterworks believes that honesty, trust, and respect are the keys to success. Donovan Waterworks provides plumbing services with the utmost attention to detail through safe, honest, ethical, compassionate, and professional work. We want every homeowner to feel empowered in making their own plumbing decisions. Call or visit DonovanWaterworks.com. Donovan Waterworks, your plumbing worries stop here.
At Neo Pizza and Tap House, never expect ordinary. That's because Neo Pizza and Tap House is the perfect gathering place for made-to-order pizza, wings, salad, and great times. Plus, Neo Pizza's amazing self-serve craft beer, wine, and cocktail tap wall. Neo Pizza and Tap House. Never expect ordinary. Visit our 2 newest locations, Owings Mills and Towson.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
Tigers are down 10 with 16:04 remaining in this game. Both teams with 8 points in the second.
Fair enough, yep. Jeff Clark always gets it right. Common foul, shooting 2. And this will be the first 4 minutes. Now there's a double timeout. There's a media timeout. So the first 4 minutes, actually, I feel like the momentum's Towson's way. But that tough 3 by Delaware kind of evened it up. You want Thompson to make his 2. Got it from 10 to 8. But I feel like the momentum's going Towson's way. But that was a tough shot, fake shot 3. And Davis is 2 off the bounce. That's the difference. They're shooting the ball well from 3. Delaware is.
Thompson hits the first. The Tigers now 3 of 7 from the foul line. Delaware 2 of 6. And Hauser checks in for Davis, who has to leave with 3 fouls. Tigers have to take advantage of that, Jimmy.
Without question. I mean, you're talking about the premier big guy in the league. I love my man from Drexel, too. And I think Charles Thompson's just the toughest, most consistent big man in this league. But Davis is a product of productivity where he just does a lot of things every single night, including score the ball. So it's big, he's up. Now you got to watch it because Hauser can shoot 3s. He's a little different from Davis. That's why Martin Inglesby has done a good job developing his big men. They're kind of 2 guys that do a little bit different things, but together they certainly make a complete.
Drumgoole looking for another 3, and he hits again. 11-point Delaware lead.
He has been ready to go. He's been ready to go since he got off the bus. I watched warm-ups right here. Some guys go hard in warm-ups. I don't care what you do in warm-ups. It's what you do in the game. But Drumgoole, he had that look and that energy like he was going to have a good game. He's not having a good game. He's having a great game.
That's his 3rd 3 tonight. Now Tark going to try to answer it. Way off the mark. No good. And a whistle and a foul called on Suleiman. That'll be his 2nd. First team foul on the Tigers.
His 2nd personal, team's first of the half.
Nenda Tark, 4 of 12, but he's 0 for 5 from 3-point range.
Yeah, we might want to put that one away. And I said this to you earlier. It's not his. Nenda's a great kid. He's a great, not kid, he's a young man. You fall behind and they're making 3s. Your instinct is, oh, we'll make some 3s back at him. But you can't fall into that trap just because you're behind.
Drumgoole now has the freshman Lowry on him. Tries to feed it in, and it's kicked by Charles Thompson to put 20 back on the shot clock. Down 11 with 14:58 remaining in this game.
Just go inside if you're Towson. Get into the paint. Get into the bonus. Play to your strength, and then you got to get some. You got to, if whatever you do, defend the three-point line, because that's been the albatross tonight for Towson.
And there's Suleiman, knocks it away, and the Tigers the other way. Williamson hands it to Lowry, gives it back to Dillon.
Get a little spacing. There you go, cut through Dillon. Come on up if you're Christian to the top of the key.
Lowry gets it to May in the corner to Williamson. Now back to Charles. Looking for another bucket. No good, and the rebound is grabbed underneath by Ray.
It's a good look. That's his patented jump hook. Usually goes.
Hauser works it over on the right side as he gets it to Lane. Lane feeds down low to Ray. Ray back out to Trent. Lane for a three. Good. Delaware with their 10th three-pointer of the night. And their biggest lead of the game, 14 with 14:03 to go.
10 threes is a lot in the game. They have it with 14 minutes to go. 10 threes is a lot in the game.
Williamson gets it to Thompson, right of the lane. Charles spins, comes down, banks it up and in.
Yep, it's all right. Just keep staying in there. Just staying with the plan. They have to find three-point shooters and get them off the line.
Delaware averages about 7.3 threes a game. And now Suleiman almost had a steal. Ball loose, and the Tigers do come up with it. Suleiman bounces it to Williamson.
Don't have to rush. Just get a good look. Run your offense.
There's a three for Suleiman. No good, and the rebound up in the air and grabbed by the Blue Hens. Crowd wanted it over and back. They didn't get it. Delaware by 12 with 13:08 to go. Drumgold feeds left side to Trent underneath. He puts it up, no, but he is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Pushing foul call on the Tigers, Christian May.
Trent tonight has yet to score. He is 0 for 2 from the foul line.
Jalen Trent will shoot 2.
Yeah, he just had a tremendous game when they beat Rhode Island a lot when I was there. And, players go through phases. He was starting, now he's coming off the bench. But Trent can score lots of ways. Baltimore's his hometown.
He hits the first free throw. Parr, Coleman, and Tejada back in as May, Thompson, and Suleiman sit down.
You know what? Coach Scary's going for a little spark. You can, Paul was 6, Tyler Coleman, he hasn't played that much this year. Give him a chance, see if he can try to change something. But right now, Delaware is just on a pace to score too many points because of their efficiency from the three-point line.
Christian May had that early slam dunk, hasn't scored since.
No, I don't know if he's not getting enough looks. So like I said, I wanted to drive the ball a few times.
Tejada drives and he banks it home.
Christian May reminds me of Corey Kispert from the Wizards.
He's got 7.
At first, Kispert was just a three-pointer. Then he started driving the ball. Then he's taking the bump. Now he can go left. A little bit of everything. Christian May's only begun to develop, but he's such a good athlete and a good scorer. But I think he's going to continue to get better and find more ways to get score off the bounce because that's the next part of his game. I'm not sure. That was a little bit of a late call there.
By the way, Davis back in the game with 3 fouls for the Blue Hens.
I like Martin Ingleby's sub there. He's your best player. This is too important a game. All right, he's got 3, so what? If he gets a 4th, that's different, but you don't want Towson's going. See, Towson's going inside when Davis isn't there and scoring. So Inglesby, smart guy, says, let's put him back in the game because I don't want Towson to just get inside the paint and score. Another missed free throw for you, Spiro.
Drumgold 0 for 2 from the foul line. He's the leading scorer in this game with 15. Came in averaging 12.9 points a game. And he hits the second. 13-point Delaware lead with 12:26 to go.
They were down 8 with the ball at the end of the half. It was just these things happen, but they were down 8 with the ball. Could have cut it to 6. Instead, Delaware gets a slam dunk at the buzzer. They go up 10. It's kind of just feeling their way. And what you got to do is, if you're Towson, just dig and find a way to stop the Delaware momentum.
Tejada on the left wing. Gets it up top to Lowry. Lowry going to drive. Lowry banks it up. No. Parr knocks it out. And it goes off of Tejada, out of bounds. It'll be Delaware ball.
The game for Towson.
Tark back in, Lowry leaves. You know, and Mendes had success driving the ball tonight. You'd like to see him do that instead of standing out there and shooting the threes.
He's got plenty of time. You're not going to make the NBA when everyone knows what a great defensive player he was, all rookie in the MEAC, played for Juan Dixon. Yeah, just let the three come to you. You don't have to fall. But like I said, when you fall behind watching the other team shoot threes, sometimes that can be a mental thing. You just, we got to get him back on the three-point line. Ned Tark, he's a good player. He's going to be even better under Coach Scarry. He's got a very bright future here at Towson.
Delaware, if they score here, will have their biggest lead of the game. Ray, 8 seconds, turns, shoots, fires, no good, and Tark the rebound.
And that's Cavan's, like Christian May. Cavan's next development is getting a shot off the bounce. That's
Tejada with the drive, and he lays it home. He's got 9.
Keep going to the paint. Keep going to the paint, because they don't want to foul you, because Davis doesn't want to get in foul trouble. And that's where the strength is of Towson all year long, especially in this building. That's good help. Coleman's out there. They're probably going to switch that. Yep.
Lane into the paint, turns, shoots, and hits.
That's a tough shot. It's good defense. Just went in.
Williamson brings it up over midcourt. Dillon going to drive. He'll lay it up.
I love that play. Dillon's really good at that. He fakes right, goes left. Park kind of pretends like he's getting out of the way, but he's really rolling the screen. Good offensive play by Towson.
Both teams with 3 team fouls. Tigers have 3 timeouts. Delaware 2. Blue Hens by 11.
Towson's next goal, and I know Coach Scarry, much better coach than me. He knows this. There you go. You have to get double. You got to get consecutive stops, maybe 2 or 3. Let's get some consecutive stops and see what happens, because things like that happen.
Williamson back-to-back driving layups. He'll go for the 3-point play when we come back. 10:26 remaining in this ball game. It's Delaware 55, Towson 46.
Fouling Delaware is Kevin Riley.
Tigers have outscored the Blue Hens, but only by 1 here in the second half. They trail by 9. Dylan Williamson will try to convert a 3-point play when we continue here. Towson out rebounding Delaware by just 1. They out rebounded them by 13 up in Newark on the 27th of January.
There's a couple things Martin Ingles been put on the board. I mean, I was in his locker room, but we've lost 3 in a row. We're 1 game out of 4th. And they kicked our butt on the boards last time. Are we going to let that happen again? Now, the options came out and made their first 5 threes. That's also on top of it. But Martin Inglesby and his staff have come in here with a good game plan, but mentally and physically look completely prepared to play this game, and you got to give credit to them for that in a very tough environment.
Dillon misses the free throw, and the Tigers 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Trent, left side. Delaware 10 of 16 from three-point range tonight. Riley has it on the right wing. Feed it over on the left to Drumgoole. 8 on the shot clock.
You got to watch him because he's having a night, so anything he throws up has a chance to go in. Nice job by Coleman.
And then he has it stripped by Tark into the hands of Williamson. Dillon gonna drive, flip it left side to Tejada. He'll go in, lay it up, missed it. And a foul on the Tigers.
And there's what you were talking about earlier, Spiro. That's a great shot. That's a point-blank layup that didn't go in. Now, we can make, assumptions or stories, but you're down 9. You got to make that layup against Delaware. I mean, you got to make that layup. And now you just keep getting stops. They're going to throw it long.
And Riley open underneath, but he was too far under. Feed to Davis. So the Tigers looked like they were going to give up an easy bucket, but able to recover.
I like the pressure, good hustle. Riley, smart play, and then Davis is smart play. Run our offense, see what we can get. But Tark had good help. That was a nice stop there. I'm surprised Williamson didn't try to score.
And now Thompson deflects the pass into the hands of Williamson. Feeds to Charles, lays it up and in.
This Jones Williamson's been great in the paint. Really nice fast break. Now you're down 7. See, because you're making layups. Keep making layups.
14 for the grad student from Fort Washington, Maryland. Trent works it over on the left side to Ray. Thompson with 10 points here in the second half. Work it on the right side. Back to Trent. Work it out. Drumgoole fakes the 3, dribbles in, feeds it out to Trent, and he throws it up as the shot clock is expiring and he hits it.
That is a runner. Coleman's really giving him good energy on the defensive end, hustling, flying around, getting in the stance. That's a shot fake, shot 3, and a floater in the lane. Think of those 5 points when it's a 9-point game for Delaware that they made with the clock going down.
Williamson for the 3, no good, and Davis just grabbed his 14th rebound.
Just want to keep going inside if you're Towson.
Yeah, they're killing Delaware in the paint, 30-14.
I said that Delaware, sometimes the basketball gods, a little bit of luck, but
Davis gonna drive, puts it up, no. Charles with another rebound.
The referees are letting him play both ends. Just keep going inside. Keep getting good 2s if you can, if you're Towson, because it's working for you. I don't think he can keep Dave Williamson in front of him. Which is why we got
Thompson for the slam dunk.
See, he can't. Can't keep going in front of him. Dillon goes by him. Charles catches, gathers, dunks. Now, if you're Delaware, and Delaware's getting, the legs, the fatigue sets in. They've made some very good scores with the shot clock running down. If you're Towson, just stick to your plan of holding your ground and seeing if they're going to miss.
Drumgoole almost stolen by Tejada, but now a 3 is hit by Riley. Ten-point Delaware lead. Riley with 4 3-pointers. He's got 12 points.
So again, I wanted solid defense. Towson goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Riley's been coming up big all game, hits that with a
Williamson kisses it off the glass.
Success in the paint, no surprise, as Pat Scary's smirking as if to say, keep doing what I told you, which is go in the paint. Don't gamble on defense and play solid, and things will probably work out for you, because they always do here for Towson when they do what they're supposed to.
Freshman with 8. Tigers down 8, 6:45 to go.
Charles Thompson working so hard, coming up on those hard hedges.
There's a drive by Trent, found the baseline open. Back to double digits.
That's the Trent I saw up in Long Island. He gets in the paint. He can post up. He finishes around the rim, has long arms. Really like his game.
Thompson gets it to Tejada on the right side. Up top to Dillon. Williamson bounces it back to the freshman. In the corner to Coleman. Back to Charles. 5 on the shot clock. Charles backs in, turns, puts it up short, and the rebound Trent. 6 minutes to go. Towson down 10.
And Trent, like most players, he had a little success there offensively, and it picked up his defense. He was really down in the stance. Good play by Tejada and Thompson. Not going to let Drum go. They know he's having quite a night.
Trent going to drive again, and he lost it as he went out of bounds. And a timeout.
Media timeout.
5:42 remaining in the game. Our score, Delaware 62, Towson 52.
We're down.
Here we go. 3rd down and 8, and the defense is going to be coming. Here comes the blitz.
And the defense breaks through the line.
Oh, he wants that quarterback.
Yes, he does.
No. He literally wants that quarter back. He wants to scratch some Ravens scratch-offs.
Fumble. Oh, my. What a game.
Feel the electricity of Raven scratch-offs. You could win up to $100,000 instantly or enter to win great Raven second chance prizes.
At MedStar Health, we believe that your day doesn't stop at 5, so care shouldn't either. That's why we have more urgent care locations than anyone in the region, all with extended hours. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Moments like this, you're faced with an important question. If a ball lands in a cup and no one else sees it, does it count? You bet your sweet 5-iron it does. Somewhere to smile about. Ocean City, Maryland. Oh wait, he's still going. Okay. Nice.
As a woman-owned and family-operated full-service plumbing company, Donovan Waterworks believes that honesty, trust, and respect are the keys to success. Donovan Waterworks provides plumbing services with the utmost attention to detail through safe, honest, ethical, compassionate, and professional work. We want every homeowner to feel empowered in making their own plumbing decisions. Call or visit DonovanWaterworks.com. Donovan Waterworks, your plumbing worries stop here.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $10 a month? Get access to tons of equipment and find your big fitness energy. Join Planet Fitness today through the free PF app online or in club for $10 a month.
Doesn't like a good value these days.
Tigers shooting 50% in the second half, much better than the 35% they shot in the first half. The problem is Delaware shooting 56% in the second half and 54.8 for the game, and stays a 10-point Delaware lead with 5:42 to go.
Yeah, there's plenty of time left, but you got to get stops. Like I said, they got a couple consecutive stops, Towson. He just had an unfortunate couple of missed shots and a gamble on defense, which led to a 3 by Calvin Riley, who's playing a really efficient game. But at the end of the day, they're getting outscored by 27 points from the three-point line. It's 33-6. Yes, they're winning the points in the paint by 16 points. But so in other words, Towson's up 16 points in the paint. That's what they do. But they're down 27.
Davis with a 3, no good, and the
from the
rebound
three-point line, and that's the difference in this game. They're giving up too many threes. They're doing what they're supposed to in the paint. And just like that.
Charles for another slam dunk.
And there's another advantage in the paint. You got to defend the three-point line. I know some of it's been some lucky shots, but it can't be all luck. But I think Coach Scarry hit it on the head. Some defensive lapses. You can't let Calvin Riley get it off fast. He was the best three-point shooter in the country last year as a freshman. Okay, that's not a fluke. But here, you're down 8. Just get another stop and then go back in the paint.
Davis feeds underneath the Ray, who hits it and is fouled.
Boy, Davis plays a complete game. You just gotta love how hard he plays. But there, takes his time, sees the double, hits him perfectly in stride. Ray comes back and scores.
Charles with his biggest output of the year, 18 points.
He's been fantastic.
Christian Ray trying to get it to 11.
You know what Delaware is, too? They have a lot of size. They don't have a 7-footer or anything, but they're like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'6", 6'7". Like, they're nice. Their range of their size is nice, and they've used it tonight to hold their own on the glass because they didn't hold their own up there in Newark, Delaware.
May on the left wing. Tigers down 11, under 5 to go. Give to Tark. Tark going to drive. Tark puts up the floater, no. Rebound is grabbed by Thompson. So the Tigers get a second chance. And then Charles loses it, but it's picked up by Suleiman underneath.
Somebody has to cut to the basket.
And a timeout called by Towson with 4:27 to go, 9 on the shot clock. So, Jimmy, you got to stop trading baskets here. I mean, you got to go on a run.
They've gotten the stops. It's just they got 6 stops out of 8 possessions, but they gave up 2 threes.
All right, timeout on the floor. 4:27 to go. Tigers down 11.
Your attention, Victor Berger.
Well, 2 of the best inside men in the conference, Jair Davis and Charles Thompson, going at it tonight. They both have double-doubles. Davis, 10 points, 14 rebounds. Charles, 18 points, 10 rebounds. But Delaware with an 11-point lead with 4:27 to go. Tigers have 9 on the shot clock. May for 3, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Drumgoole, and he gets fouled by Nenda Tark.
Yeah, it just wasn't May's night. And, you know, he had that NBA-type dunk on your head. You thought this was going to get him going. He only has 2 points. They're in full-court man here. Full-court man. They made trap, run, and jump. And, you know, Christian's obviously made such strides this year. These things happen. But I love the round robin. Delaware got beat on their own court. They made some adjustments. They've held their own on the rebounding, and they've made 3-pointers. Whatever Coach Martin Inglesby did, and like I said, he's a really good player for Mike Bray at Notre Dame, but he's a Philly guy, tough guy, competitor. He got this team to the NCAA. He's won 22 games twice in the last 3 years. They made the adjustments and came down here and had the pace go their way. Now, it's not over yet. There's 4 minutes to go, but you're going to have to get a stop, a score, and then set up a press and get some steals here because Delaware's good at running their offense, and that's not going to help.
And Davis with a slam dunk. That's not going to help the cause. And the Tigers' 18-game home winning streak really in jeopardy now, down 13 with under 4 to go.
You know, and Nanda Tark, let's face it, has not played well against Delaware either game. And then that's going to bother his growth maturation. Nothing wrong. See, I like Nanda there. Just go inside, get it up on the glass, and there's Charles getting it. Nanda fell in love with the threes today, and it didn't pay off. And he's going to learn from this too. You know, this is one of those situations. They just executed their out-of-bounds play outstanding. Had kind of a double fade to the close corner, and then May goes to the opposite long corner for a wide-open 3. It just didn't go.
5 team fouls on the Blue Hens, 6 on the Tigers. That's Ray's third.
And he want to come off the stagger. This pops right out. Coleman reads the play right now. If you're Dylan, get into that paint because you've had such success in there.
Williamson with 10 on the shot clock.
That's where Riley bothers you because he's not the quickest guy in the world, Riley, but he's awfully big for a guard, and he couldn't get by him.
And then Charles has his shot blocked, and Delaware comes up with it.
Now they're going to kill clock again and take it under 3. That's one thing, but they just executed well. And you saw Jair Davis have a dunk on the end of the play. Now you got to see, they're going to, okay, they just switched in on Hedge.
Drum goal with 10 on the shot clock. Delaware going to take their time with a 13-point lead. And there's a foul, and Delaware will go to the line as the Tigers are over the limit.
You know, Scary's going to look back and just say a lot of mental mistakes here, and we were still right in this. We had a couple different chances. We had to cut it to 3 or 4. They got it to 6 or 7. They couldn't quite get over it, but missing, not matching up early and then stopping the 3-pointers. And then a couple times when they went inside, it went really successful. Then they fell into the trap of taking 3s again. And Coach Scary's a tough guy. He's really under the weather. I really applaud him for coaching. Any normal situation he'd be in bed for those watching. But he knows the big crowd's here, and this is a big game, and his team needs him. And just every little thing that could go wrong for Towson did, and every little thing that could go right for Delaware did. They had
starting off with hitting their first 5 threes.
That was obviously well planned, but they were kind of open. Then Scary said they weren't matched up right. I'm just saying they had a couple of shot clock, last-minute shots go in. They had a couple runners go in. They said a couple things go their way, and that's what makes playing each other. That's why I love that everybody plays each other twice, and that's rare in these big leagues. And I'm with you, Spiro. I think these two should keep their rivalry going when Delaware goes to Conference USA.
Backdoor pass to May goes through his hands, out of bounds. Turnover, Tigers.
Hey, you got a full court press here and trap in the corner. You got to step. You got to try to get the ball in the corner, trap it, and steal it when it comes out. You're in desperation mode of stealing. Like Thompson's got to get up here with. You can't leave anybody open. You don't care if they go long or not. Make them throw it.
So now they bring it up with 2:48 to go, down by 15.
Well, that's one of the strengths of Martin Ingleby's Delaware team. They got a lot of versatility. Ray can kind of almost play point forward. Drumgooley can handle the ball. Everybody but Davis can really handle the ball, and Davis is just one of the best players in the league. I didn't mean it that way, but everybody can kind of play guard.
Davis with 8 on the shot clock. Flips it out. 3-point shot is no good, but Ray the rebound, and now they can waste 20 more seconds. So Drumgool out at the midcourt circle.
He's played outstanding from the jump. Drumgool was ready to go.
Down to 5. Lays it in.
That's just too easy. That's just, if the streak's going to come to an end, it's okay if it comes to an end this way, because this won't happen again this year in this building. Scary's going to make sure of that, because that was typical of, that was too easy to give up at the end of the shot clock. I never see Towson give up an uncontested layup like that.
Long 3 is good by Tark. Tigers down 14 with a minute 46 to go. So it took them 38 minutes and 14 seconds for Tark to hit a 3. Missed his first 5.
Yeah, and he's like I said, I'm really impressed with Tark, and he had to sit out the first 10 games because of some tomfoolery by the NCAA. And then Tark is a really good get. I'm really happy that he's at Towson, and I think he's going to flourish here. He just has to work on a few different, aspects of his game. He's a good player in the MEAC. The CAA is not the MEAC. It's, one of the better conferences. It's a top 20 conference. So he's going to adjust to that. And Delaware is a really good program. There's a reason they went to the NCAA 2 years ago. It's going to be a battle down at the Washington Sports and Entertainment Complex, which is where the Go-Go and the Mystics play. It's where the Wizards practice. You need all your Towson fans down, but Delaware is going to bring their fans down. College of Charleston's the reigning champ for a reason. It's going to be a wild tournament, but we got a lot of basketball to play because the shifting's in the standings. Is Hofstra coming back tonight?
They won.
Hofstra won. Hofstra keeps being in these 2 or 3 point games, and they win, like at Stony Brook, like against Towson. And those are games. Speedy Claxton, really good coach up there. Those are games. Tom Parada, my friend's the assistant coach up there.
By the way,
those are games that get you ready for the tournament. Those close wins. That's the one advantage I see Hofstra having. They seem to win a lot of close games.
Riley dribbling through traffic, gets it over midcourt. And now Lowry fouls Drumgool with a minute 39 to go. By the way, The Tigers with a rare Saturday off. They're not back in action until Monday night, but if you're looking for something to do Saturday, 4 o'clock, the Tigers men's lacrosse team at home against Mount St. Mary's. If you can't make it out, Glenn Smith and I will have it for you, and Flow Sports and TowsonTigers.com.
I like the CBS game on Monday night. I know you're not doing it, but the 9 o'clock, you're on national television.
I'll be on TowsonTigers.com.
You know, TowsonTigers.com, but come on down here. Fun to have a good atmosphere on a Monday at night. The whole country will be watching because there's not that many games on a Monday night.
Tigers down 16 with 1:35 to go. Williamson drives, lost it. Thompson picks it up, feeds it out to Tejada. Tyler bounces it back to Charles, who lost it as he went up. And the rebound, Delaware.
That's what I mean about it. It just kind of wasn't their night tonight. It just wasn't really their night tonight. Towson. When does Charles Thompson miss his uncontested layup? Easy dunks it.
So with 1:17 to go. First on Tejada and Lane to the free throw line.
Yeah, Lane, he was at Florida, transferred. Didn't make it in the SEC, so he transferred back to closer to home. But Roselle Catholic, unbelievably traditional powerhouse school in New Jersey. I like his athleticism. He's got a lot of feistiness. I like the way he plays the game. Good for him coming home here to play.
First free throw, no good. Parr gets it. The difference in this game, Towson 3 of 16 from three-point range. Delaware 11 of 19. Williamson drives, and Dillon. And a foul called.
The magic number here is that when Delaware keeps you under 70 points, if you don't score 70 points against Delaware, they're going to move to 12-1. And that's for most people if you keep the team under that average. But they have 73. They're 12-1. They're 1 losses to Towson. They're 12-1 when the other team doesn't score 70. They came in here in the house of horrors for most teams, especially paint and rebounding wise. But they made threes early, and they played with a lot of confidence early. And Martin Inglesby's group, that's what happened 2 years ago. They weren't the #1 seed, but they came in with a lot of swagger and a good plan, and they went to the NCAA. This team looks like they have the ability to make some noise. I want to see Charleston up close. I told you Hofstra gets a lot of close wins. Drexel's got an NBA prospect, and they're really good too. But it's still anybody's league. But this was an impressive win to see Delaware come in here and do this.
Yeah, and a foul called on Delaware. Last thing Martin Inglesby wants to see with a 17-point lead. Park will go to the free throw line.
That's just the mentality they've had tonight, though. They're not going to give you anything easy, you know. And Davis is one of those guys. He doesn't care if he has 3 fouls. He says, I'm going to make you earn it. Remember, there was some interesting energy and feistiness up there in Delaware. And Towson came away with a win. It was a huge win. You know, there was a video viral of the halftime of the post-game celebration by Towson. Well, now they've held serve, and it wouldn't shock me if these two are playing in the semifinals in the CAA at all in conference.
Christian May and Dylan Williamson leave. May with just 2 points tonight. As Tark makes them both. He's got 13 to cut the lead to 15. Freshman Jaden Cole in the game for the Tigers from Ontario. And then Riley just lost it out of bounds, and the Tigers will get it back. .5 seconds left. Tark feeds up top. Tejada wide open for 3, and he hits it.
And that's why it disappoints me. You got to get back on D. You got to try and run and jump at him.
Double team, and Delaware gets it into the hands of Drumgoole. 8 seconds between the game and shot clock. The Tigers not going to foul here, down by 12. Drumgoole just watching the shot clock wind down. And they will take the shot clock violation. 8 seconds left.
Violation, Tigers possession.
So they get it into Lowry, and he'll just bring it up over midcourt, and that's it. The ball game is over as the Tigers fall to Delaware by a score of 74-62. And again, the difference, 3-point shooting by Delaware as compared to Towson.
Yeah, it was also the start of the game. You know, Pat Scary's going to look back and say, hey, fellas, I had to call timeout because they were 4 for 4 from 3. That's just not typical. Even if they're hot, that's 2 for 4, 3 for. They went 4 for 4 and then hit another one 5 for 5. That's just one of those things that's very untypical of the Towson team to give those up. Then they came back by getting in the paint. I just thought once in a while Towson, and that's where Scary not being at full strength, and I'm not making excuses because he was one man making excuses for him, but his voice wasn't there to yell, hey, keep getting twos, keep doing what we're doing, get stops and twos, don't fall into it. Because every time it was close, we seemed to have made, celebrities in the house today. Jeff Nattens is in the house. A lot of celebrities from Baltimore in here. But what this happened is, they just got us from the beginning, Delaware, and it was their night. You know what? We'll split the season series. We'll see them in the playoffs in the CAA.
All right, so the Tigers fall here by a final of 74-62. Drum goal with 20 for the Blue Hens. Thompson with 18 for the Tigers. For Jimmy Patsos, Mike Bacon, and all our crew, final score, it was Delaware 74, Towson 62. Have a pleasant evening.